something like this. Hit it!
So fine. I just took a little time out. Linked up with some real niggas. Fell off with some fake niggas.
Alright, this is Time to Live Entertainment here with Zeno Malone, one of my favorite hip-hop artists in the DMV area. Why don't you give us a little bit of information about who you are?
Well, my name is Zeno Malone. Born and raised in the DMV area, or I should say the DM area, not so much Virginia, DC and Maryland. Been doing music now for roughly 15 years. Stepped out of it for a little while to take care of some business on the backside, but just now getting back as an artist and getting back into my craft and getting in my bag.
Okay, so where are you originally from this area, or?
Originally, I'm from the Washington, D.C. area. I was born in Washington, D.C., raised in Sea Pleasant, Maryland.
Oh, nice. So, what are your musical backgrounds? Like, what is your favorite type of music? What got you into rapping and stuff like that?
Oh, man. If my mother was here, she'd take it way back. But ever since a child, I say started around the age of 6, I had a cousin. Actually, this is where the Malone come from. Malone is actually an acronym, or originally it started as an acronym.
Okay.
My older cousin, who named at the time used the MC name Zeno Malone. Malone stands for microphone assassin, lyrical operator, noise eliminator.
Nice.
Just to let you know how far back he
Nice.
he was just back in the 80s when he got his record deal and with the people he was running with. But he wanted to start like a Malone family cartel, like kind of like with the mafia feel to it.
Right.
Even though we later learned that Malone is actually a German name, so it's not really Italian. But he had the right idea in mind. So started around like the age of 6, looking up to him and the music he was making, and I realized like if this is my cousin and I know him, I can touch him, I can feel him, then I could do the same thing.
Right.
And I have my mother had videos of me performing, in the living room with a bunch of family members around, like at my own concert. Even got videotapes of me doing actual shows with performing Poison from Belleville DeVoe. Who actually just had a show at Howard Theater last night.
They sure did.
Talking to some people, man. I wasn't there, but they said it was actually a good turnout. But started there, and just as I got older, moving through elementary and middle school, just being more focused on actual hip hop, like especially in the area at a time where go-go was the main thing.
Yeah.
All the kids, really wanted to be in a go-go band.
Right.
Really wanted to be a part of a go-go band, especially the Congo player or the lead MC. I was rapping, and I was rapping at a time where it wasn't cool in this area. And from there, just continue, got in the studio at a very young age, did a lot of performances at a very young age. And then I also had my own band called Backfire, and I learned majority of what I know now from touring and performing and being creative with actual live band.
Wow.
I stepped back, I created my own record label when I was, I came up with the name when I was like 15 years old, which is Backtrunk Records at the time.
Okay.
But when I turned 18, I actually turned it into a business. And since then, it went from LLC to incorporation, from Backtrunk Records to Backtrunk Republic.
Nice.
And with that label, I had to kind of take a back seat and learn the business more so. I had artists who depended on me and relied on me. So I had to put my best foot forward as far as a businessman.
Right.
So I took a step back from the actual front field or front man to learn the business. Mm-hmm. And once I've done that, like it's been a course of a good 5 to 10 years at the most.
Right.
And learning. So since then, I'm 30 years old. So since then, I decided to get back out here and pursue with being an MC.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I know we talked a lot previously to this, so I'm just going to touch on a few things that we talked about. One of the things was when we first met at M Street Mondays. I fell in love with your music, and like I said, earlier, you remind me of my favorite hip hop artist, which is Sean P. Rest in peace. I love the passion you put behind your lyrics. It makes me feel like I'm right there. What gives you that intensity and that fire?
Well, I believe presentation is everything.
Right.
If you say something and that you're passionate about, you have to present that passion.
Right.
a lot of people, I got it, especially off a recent webcam video that I did that turned into a song with a song I did called "Fuck Your Flag." I was very passionate on the topic of the Confederate flag, and a lot of people seen it.
Right.
I mean, I was spitting all over the place, eyes bulging out my head and everything. But you have to speak with passion because you have to make the people feel how
Right.
they feel at the time. And as calm, cool, and collective I appear to be on the outside, and how I keep things pretty nice and mellow. I'm a very opinionated person about on a lot of topics that matter.
Right.
So when I have the opportunity or the platform to present my ideas and my feelings, I bring it to life.
Yeah, because you definitely bring it to life, definitely. So who other than your cousin, who are some of your musical influences?
Believe it or not, and I don't want to sound cliche, but everybody. I take bits and pieces from a lot,
Right.
positive and the negative. Like I see what's good with the industry and artists and performers in the entertainment field, and I see what's wrong. And I feel like I could capitalize or improve on what's good, and I feel like I could just disconnect myself from what I feel is wrong. So a lot of people, if not everybody, I feel like is a powerful influence. I have my favorites, of course, but I listen to almost anything and everybody.
Okay, so you have from me just listening to your music, I can tell you have a very vast background. Like you just, because there's, I think it's the Drake 6
Oh, yeah, 6
video.
God.
Oh man, I love that
That's what's
song.
up, that's what's up.
I love that song. I listened to it on my way here actually.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. That's
yeah,
what's up.
that's
I
dope.
think that song actually, I think the majority of people understand it, but it went over a lot of people's heads.
I think maybe you have the people that didn't get it aren't really into
yeah,
music and
yeah,
lyricism.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree.
I'm from the 80s and 90s, so it's about the lyrics to me.
Yeah. You're not a casual listener.
Right,
man.
exactly,
Definitely,
exactly.
Definitely.
So what do you think takes your music above the average? Like the music, I don't like to blast artists, but Young Thug, I'm gonna throw him out there right now. Like what do you think takes your music above that level?
The creativity. I think my music, and not to bash any artist. I give anybody in this industry who's really working and making a name for themselves the utmost respect and credit, because it's not as easy as it may appear to be.
Right.
But a lot of artists lack creativity.
Yes.
Their music lacks substance. I get tired of listening to projects or artists or albums, mixtapes, whatever, that only talk about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this
Yeah.
bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pop a bill. Pop, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing over and over. Like, granted, we all like to have fun. We all like to party, but
Right.
it's things to talk about. It's issues that need to be addressed.
True.
So
Very,
I
very
think, you
true.
know what I'm saying, I strongly feel like every song, like my whole philosophy, or you know what I'm saying, or theory coming into creating a song is, by the time the song is done, I need the listener to be able to tell me exactly what the song was about.
Right. I wish everybody did that. It would be I think the music industry would be a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree.
But so how does your music affect your family? Like, do you make music knowing that, hey, my kids may listen to this, or is it just you're just that conscious?
Sometimes I feel to myself with the thought of, I want my daughters to hear this. Sometimes, but as far as it affecting my family, I think ultimately my family get the short end of the stick.
Okay.
This is a industry that requires a lot of time and attention, and I'm so dedicated in my craft that I spend so much time working on my craft, whether I'm in the studio, whether I'm performing, whether I'm traveling, whether, you know, it's more elements to just rapping. It's just,
Right.
it's a business, you know what I'm saying? It's an
Right.
entity. I'm an entity within myself. So a lot of time is spent away from my family. So I think that's the biggest way to affect them. I
Right.
think my daughters don't get to see daddy as often
Right.
as they could. You know what I'm saying? My wife don't see, you know what I'm saying, Big Daddy
Right.
as often as she could, you know,
Right.
but I think ultimately it's all for them at the end of the day.
Right.
Even though it's a vice for, you know what I'm saying, me expressing myself, but as far as consciously making decisions to be in the business, is, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing it because I want to be successful and I want it to be profitable.
Right.
So of course, like, I have their best interest in mind. Like, I want to move from our 3-bedroom house to, you know what I'm saying, a nice big house with a nice
Right.
big yard. And, I want them to have I want them to have the luxuries of life or whatever
Right.
from the fruits of my labor.
So just so everybody else out there understands who thinks it's one night, oh, I'm a star.
No,
Could you
no.
please explain to them that this is a process?
This is definitely a process. The average artist, don't reach that level or even start to see a profit, a substantial amount of money from it until after investing at least 10 years.
Man.
A lot of people think that these people coming from out of nowhere overnight and
Right.
just blow up, but they've been working the back scene. You know what I'm saying? They've been working, them saying the area, they circuit for many years. I've been doing it for roughly 15 years. You
Right.
know? And it's not to say, I have people all the time say, man, why aren't you on? Why aren't you on? Why aren't you on? I have the record deal and everything, but it's not that easy. Like, people think as soon as you sign a record deal, you're famous, rich and famous.
Right.
No.
Right.
Even with a record deal, that's when the hard work begins.
Right.
You know.
Because you have to maintain. Okay. So, what are your best, I want to say, best performances? Like, what are your favorite performances? Your favorite places you've been or artists you've performed with?
My favorite performance will probably be the Mayweather Post Pavilion.
Okay.
I performed that. Oh man, that was years ago. I'm gonna tell you exactly. I can't tell you exactly how long ago it was, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you a roundabout time. This is right before Logic had blew up and signed
Okay.
his deal, because Logic was on the bill with me, and me and Logic created a relationship right after that show. We was in the studio actually working together on music, and we was talking about even him signing with my record label.
Okay.
His father also wanted to be a part of the band I had at the time, Backfire.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying, surprisingly, and to his benefit, things didn't quite work out the way we originally wanted to, and he ended up blowing up, and I'm proud for him, I'm happy for him, and like, he's an awesome dude, he's an awesome
Yeah.
guy altogether, but I think that show will probably be hands down my favorite show because I created a relationship with a guy who's ultimately probably going to end up being a legend in the game.
Right.
The turnout was ridiculous. I'm talking about, like, that's the first time being in front of like 30,000 people.
Wow.
You know,
How did
and
that feel?
It felt amazing. Like, a lot of people don't understand, like, when performing, I give off the energy that the crowd gives me.
Right.
Like, the more, you know what I'm saying, the more energy they give me, the more energy, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I dish out. I always get love, you know, I never, you know what I'm saying, and God forbid I ever be booed off the stage and like that. I never
Right.
been booed off the stage, or I never got, you know what I'm saying, any negative feedback from any performance.
Right.
You know, thank God. But that show in particular, like, with having so many people just dish out that energy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I feel like I was floating on air, you know, like,
Yeah.
it's that feeling of accomplishment.
Right.
So,
Okay. So do you have any other artists, local or not so local, you looking to work with or want to work with?
I'm willing to work with anybody who's hungry and who's creative.
Okay.
I think in the studio is, you know what I'm saying, me personally, like, having the energy, creative energy around is very important. But if I had to give out a name, one artist that I aspire or aspire to work with for certain would be The Weeknd.
Okay. Could you explain that? Could you?
I don't, you know what I'm saying, I'm a fan of music,
Right.
and his creativity, I feel is bar, you know what I'm saying, bar none, just exceed
I would agree.
you know what I'm saying, the average
Right.
artist. He's not from the area or anything like that. Of course, he's from Canada or whatnot, but just I'm a real big fan of his music.
Yeah, me too. My daughters love Weeknd. My oldest daughter calls him Bay.
That's I ain't gonna call him that, but
Right. Okay, so give me a I know you had a album you were working on but didn't release it.
333.
Right. And I was looking forward to it.
That's
So
good.
can you give me, like, is there going to be a release date or some information about it, or? something?
Well, I could tell you, I can't give a release date for the actual album. Things didn't go as planned. That would have been out by now. But things didn't go as planned, and probably for good reason.
Right.
Probably for good reason. So I'm not upset or bitter about it. But recently, when I say within the past year, I have about 80 songs that I've been listening to and trying to structure a project around from within the past year. And
Okay.
from the previous year, at least 300. So I have a plethora of music that I haven't released yet.
Okay.
So I have a lot to work with as far as structuring a good solid project. But I think I'm gonna put out a couple mixtapes.
Okay.
For the people, the people, especially my core supporters, they deserve it.
Thank you.
Like, it's been 2 years since I put out a body of work. So I think ultimately I need to give the people something. I need to give them something because it's not like I've been idle and not working on music. I have music, you know, and I can't keep sitting on that. I got to give the people what they need.
Okay, well, I will have to say I am definitely looking forward to some new music. I have your SoundCloud on my personal playlist. You know, you can create your own playlist, so you play every day.
I appreciate it.
Okay. So, you have any new performances or any? Actually, didn't you just take a road trip?
A3C.
Right.
A3C.
How did that go?
It didn't go as planned. I actually missed the show.
Man.
I missed the show due to some complications on the road. But,
Okay.
And I'm very apologetic to the people who actually showed up to see me perform. But for the most part, yeah, I was a little disappointed because I was definitely looking forward to A3C. But hey, both gotta keep moving. You know,
Yep.
everything
Gotta
keep
keep.
moving,
Hey,
so,
things happen.
yeah, and ultimately, I'm gonna start booking shows. I'm gonna start booking shows and getting back out there in the people's face. For the most part, I've been in the studio, is just trying to get in that creative
Right.
zone.
Right.
You know, it's a juggle when you're dealing with the business side, and you know what I'm saying, you're dealing with trying to be creative, and then you still got to be relevant in the people's faces. So I just been focused on the creativity in the business.
Right. Like, cause like we were talking earlier, a lot of people don't understand the work you have to put into the business side. Sometimes it takes away from the creative side of it.
It does.
But it's good to know that you do know you got to take care of the business side of it first.
Yeah.
If you had any advice you would give to any up-and-coming artists, what would it be? Like, what would be the main thing you would tell them to focus on?
Be different.
Okay.
Be different. If the world wanted another Drake, they would play the next Drake album. If the world wanted the next YG, they'd play the next YG album. Like, what separates you as an artist from anybody else is your creativity and your, you know what I'm saying, your individuality. Be different. You know, and I understand sometimes it's not intentional. Sometimes as artists, we tend to sound like who we listen to the most.
Right.
But for the most part, try to stand out from the rest as much as you can, because that's what's going to separate you. That's what's going to put you in a class of your own.
Okay. All right. Well, I know you got a busy day, as we both have said.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to thank you so much for
thank
taking
you.
the time out. I appreciate it, big time.
I appreciate you.
All right. Well, you want to tell them where they can reach you, like music and.
You can reach me at on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any social media site. Just at Zeno Malone or Zeno Malone. And I'm about to pull up my Jones on y'all. 240-481-6464.
Other niggas on the guys in their videos. Really know what they smoking on. Cocaine or the herb-bone. Niggas losing hella brain cells. Something else in they styrofoam. See my emails blowing up. See my DMs blowing up. I don't drink like I used to. Guess a young nigga growing up.